So GoPro's Hypersmooth is pretty impressive, but it didn't get introduced until the Hero 7. Well, there's another option that works on the Hero 5, 6, 7, and 8, and some would argue might even be better than Hypersmooth. Let's see if you can tell the difference. All right, so here you're looking at some unstabilized GoPro footage that was captured handheld while running. I got the same shot on 3 different GoPros, the 5, 6, and 7 Black. Now when I add in stabilization for each of these shots, I want you to see if you can figure out which one is the GoPro Hero 7 Black with Hypersmooth. Alright, so here's me, and here's the new shots that are stabilized. Sorry the lighting isn't the best here, but we're just trying to figure out which one of these shots is using GoPro's Hypersmooth stabilization. It's only one of them. Pretty tough. All right, so the answer is upper right corner. And the other 2 are stabilized using something called ReelSteady GO. It's a third-party software designed specifically to stabilize footage from GoPros versions 5 and up. For me, the big selling point of ReelSteady GO was I could turn my Hero 5 and 6 into a Hero 7 or 8 basically, as far as stabilization goes. Now I don't currently have Hero 8 footage to compare to, but as you can see the stabilization, in my opinion, is a little better than Hypersmooth, or as good as at least. So this means that if I want the stabilization of the Hero 7 or 8, I don't have to go and buy a 7 or 8, I can just pay $100 for ReelSteady GO and use it with my old GoPros. Or buy more old GoPros, saving $100 or $200 each time compared to if I bought a 7 or 8. Also, I'll list a link below that'll give you $5 off of ReelSteady GO. Actually, I think you might have to enter my discount code, FAR5 ! To activate the discount. So if the link doesn't automatically take 5% off, you can just enter the code and you should be good. If you want to pick it up. Video's not sponsored, but I do pick up a little commission if you use that link and you get a little savings. So going over the basics of how this works, and it is extremely basic. Once you open ReelSteady GO, all you do is hit load video, bring in your GoPro clip, let it analyze through, and it does take a minute to play through and analyze your video. It's not instant, so I'm just going to skip ahead here. And once it's finished, it should save that video right next to your original, but with smoothed in the title, so you'll know which is which. And you've got yourself a post-processed Hypersmooth video. Super easy. I just love watching that comparison. Crazy. All right. Now to get the best results from ReelSteady GO, you need to make sure your GoPro has a couple of settings enabled. On the ReelSteady website, there's a compatibility page that shows you the supported shooting modes. All wide, 4:3, and super view modes at a resolution of 1080p or larger, 25 frames a second or more with in-camera stabilization disabled. Linear modes are also supported in 16:9 aspect only. So however you like to shoot, there should be some combination there that works for you. All example footage in this video was shot in 4:3 wide, 60 frames a second. But remember, no matter what configuration you decide to shoot in, that in-camera stabilization has to be disabled for this to work right. Check those off the list and you're in business. Go record your stuff, run it through ReelSteady GO, and you've got yourself some Hero 7 or 8 level footage without the actual Hero 7 or 8 cameras. Now you can use ReelSteady GO on Hero 7 or 8 instead of the built-in Hypersmooth or Hypersmooth 2.0. Well, why would I want to do that if it's already built into the camera, you ask? Well, as you can see, ReelSteady GO gives a slightly different result than Hypersmooth, at least in my opinion. Hypersmooth looks a little more organic and ReelSteady GO just looks kind of hyper fluid, if I can differentiate that from Hypersmooth. Plus, you have a few more options in editing when it comes to telling ReelSteady exactly how you want it to process or stabilize your footage. However, I find the default settings are usually giving me the results I want. So it's really just what kind of look you're going for, personal taste, etc. But it all gets the job done. But like I said earlier, the real selling point for ReelSteady GO for me was that I could basically get Hypersmooth stabilization on all my GoPros instead of just the newest ones or instead of having to buy more of those newer models. Hopefully that's helpful. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Hope you stop in again. Thanks.